Alrighty, everybody, welcome to some more comp matches for tonight. We got CSPS going up against GNX, and I'm ready to kick this off. We have a good long day today. Robert, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to hopefully a good set of drops here.
Oh, I'm hoping. Alrighty, so let's see. Looks like both teams are in here, and well, I can pull up the map band because that is already ready to go. There you go. Yep. We're good on map band.
And these teams are in the losers bracket, so they are playing to see who will go up against RJF tomorrow in the next match and who will be knocked out. And CSPS has picked Tourmaline as map 1. GNX has decided that Grim Plexus will be map 2.
Nice. All right, while the rest of those are figuring out, I can go and get us onto our first map, Tourmaline. There we go. Waiting now for CSPS to pick the next drop. Remember, this is best of 5, folks.
Yeah, and we had CSPS has picked mining to be drop 3. And I was just saying we had some exciting matches earlier today, casted by Jarl Dane. So DPS beat KDCM 3-2, and then went up against 5JDX and lost 0-3. So 5JDX moved forward. DPS and KDCM have both been knocked out. And GNX have picked Ruby as map 4, or the map for drop 4. And that means that if we get to the 5th drop, it will be Canyon Network.
Nice. Yeah, the final portion of the DPS versus KDCM came down to caps, like very last second, and it was a pretty intense match to watch. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I was looking at that thinking, oh, there's no way they're going to make it.
Right? But they did.
Yeah.
It really came down to the wire. Looks like we will be doing a swap right off the bat. And then sticking to it after that. All right, so no swap. We go to Grim. Then drop 3 for mining. We will be doing a swap, okay.
Servers get to stay the same, though. I always appreciate that. So we'll be on NA servers the whole time, 2 NA teams. Yes,
I do enjoy. I do like having the lowest ping possible for me.
It makes such a difference when you're casting.
Oh, casting and playing. Oh yeah, ping is everything, folks. All right, waiting for GNX to pick sides for Rubelite.
Oh, you mean CSPS?
Or CSPS.
That one, yeah.
All right, so then we are doing a swap for Ruby then. So 3 swaps so far, if we get that far. And we have no swap for the last one. All right. All right, let me go ahead and let the teams know we will be doing a swap for this first drop. And I'm going to use GNX to do the swap, because that's easiest.
Yeah, unit tags don't mean anything for this competition, but it does make it easier to just change the lobbies.
Oh, yeah.
What would be even easier, though, is a switch sides button.
That
would be magical.
We've never mentioned this before, folks, and we know that it's a great thing that would be awesome if they could add to it. So, it's a nice thing to mention. All right, side swap looks complete. Map is right. Region is right. All the rest of the settings look correct. Minus the 655 tons for Team 2, but they're all in not the mix they're taking out tonight.
Unless they want a DQ from that drop.
Right.
So Team 1 is on the clock. For CSPS, let me see. I think we have seen them play from this side, I believe. I just have to go back and look at the map.
Yes,
to remind myself which side's which.
Yeah, let me go and pull up the map strat for this. Let's see. The right button here. Hey, there it
Okay,
is.
yeah. So last time we saw them play Torm from this side, which they could change it up. They brought a Stalker 5S, I believe, with ER large, Hunchback 2C, which I think was ER large, an ER large Gauss Direwolf, from what I remember, a PPC Summoner, and then a Crusader 6T. And I can't remember. People have been running a bunch of different builds on that, which is pretty cool. It
Wasn't it?
might
But
have.
wasn't that the first Crusader we saw too?
It might have been.
I think that was the
And
first
it,
one.
yeah, it might have. I know CSPS like to run this. I think it's like small lasers and medium lasers, Crusader, but it could have been like an ER large or large plus smalls. I'm not sure. And then like Wolfpack mechs, I think they had Viper, Firestarter. I don't remember all of those mechs, but basically they took a couple of the positions on the spires. I think that one and this one, and then their faster mechs and their Pop Tarts ended up fighting over like the Gulf 5 Spire and Fox 5. So I think they kind of moved somewhat like that. They probably had some move over this way as well to like contest Theta. So I think that's a general idea of what we saw them do last time. I just have to take a look at my notes on GNX.
Dude, I need to take notes because my memory does not remember much of anything other than the Crusader when we first saw it. That's about it.
So for GNX from this side on Torm, they brought like Supernova 1 with ER large, Blood Asp with ER large, a Gargoyle, and I don't actually remember what they had on that, and Hunchback 2CA, I believe also with ER large, and ER large, I think plus smalls, or maybe it was large plus smalls, Crusader 6T, and their Wolfpack. And they have tended to like to set up on like, I think it's this spire and this spire. And then I believe they put their Blood Asp. Oh, let me get the right color. Sorry, they're asking about time. Yeah, so then they put this Blood Asp over here. I can't remember the exact position of it, but there's like, I think that's it. There's a little like cut in there where you can have some cover from some of like Fox 5, Gulf 6, and kind of peek out and shoot. And then their Wolfpack, I think, moved up towards Theta. They may have even used, I think that's about right. So that's generally what I saw. They may have even used like CSJ Hill there in Echo 4 at some point. And it looks like somebody from GNX walked away.
Oh, yeah.
So, hopefully they will be back in time.
Maybe that's the reason they're inquiring about the time.
Yeah.
360 no leak. Yeah.
And so from here on out, since we're getting into the final stages, it's getting higher and higher stakes. I'm going to be trying to give teams a 1-minute warning on the time.
All right. Oh, there you go. They just locked. So let's go back to the lobby view.
Yeah, so I expect what we're going to see, unless these teams show something different, which can become more and more likely in these later stages of the tournament. I think we're going to be seeing, some ER large traders facing off here, and I expect the wolf packs will be really important in capitalizing either on a trader that starts, getting weak, and or gets out of position and gets vulnerable to a gank, or just maintaining that cap control that can let you just sit back and let your traders work, and know that you aren't going to just lose on time essentially.
Right. Yep. There you go.
Excellent.
That was quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the drop right now. First drop of the night. CSPS versus GNX. See who'll move on to round 3 and face off against RJF. do need to do a switch on my score sheet, which I just did. Haha. Alrighty, well, wow, 10-second countdown's already ready. Everybody's green and ready to drop. Let's do this. Alright, I'm starting this out in Huey's mech. And let's see what he's rocking for this. Alright, he's the Marauder Bounty Hunter with ER large lasers. 8008 in the Osiris with ER medium lasers. Buster in the Bloodass Rancor with a ER large and ER medium. James in the Flea with small pulse lasers and a small laser. Dr. Guppy in the Black Lantern with light machine guns and ER mediums. Rubber Duckies in the Hunchback 2C with ER large and micro pulse lasers. Simple Yukio in the Executioner with ER micros and ER larges. And Sailor Jerry in the Crusader 6T with small lasers and ER large lasers. And I'm going airborne.
All right, so CSPS have Elemental Jester and a Flea 17 with 2 smalls and some small pulses, of Viper F with 8 HMGs and 5 heavy smalls, a light PPC small laser Firestarter 9A, a ER Mead heavy large Hellfire 2, 6 ER large Grasshopper 5P, which they have brought before, Goss 4 ER large 4 ER micro Direwolf from Nyan, and then a Stalker 7D with 3 LPLs, 6 ER Meads, and finally Nate with a 2 ER Peep 12 as small laser Crusader. And we see that GNX has secured Theta. They got a full cap on it, which is pretty big because that's a difficult cap to take later in the match. And they bled a little bit for it, but percentage is looking actually maybe in their favor so far. Pretty even though. Doesn't make a big difference right now.
Definitely just exposed Dr. Guppy. Dr. Guppy's starting to run out a little bit. Sailor Jerry and James hanging out over here by him.
Yeah, there might be a fight over Castle over here with the 2 wolf packs kind of congregating here, although CSPS have to be careful. They don't have as many of their Wolfpack mechs here, although they do have that Stalker backing them up. So far, 2 caps to 2 caps, slight advantage for GNX on caps. And with the positions, actually, I think it'd be pretty difficult for CSPS to get Gamma. So in terms of map control, I would say GNX have a bit of an advantage right now.
You see some long range trading happening as well. Hop over here. A Buster doing some long range shots.
Yeah, and I think Yandu is actually, his position is not super relevant at the moment because there's only maybe 1 mech that he can sometimes shoot. So I suspect that CSPS is going to have to maybe do something to get him more involved. Although he is shooting, so he is finding something.
Yeah, Nandir is also taking some
might
shots.
get jumped here in a second. He is getting jumped by the Osiris. I think this is like Delta 7. He's kind of surrounded, but the Osiris is really shot up. And if that's Excel, it could be like 1 shot. One side torso is open already. And it looks like CSPS is actually going to manage to take Gamma. Elemental Jester is running to it in his Flea, and GNX is not going to be able to contest that. So that's going to flip this from a bit of a disadvantage for them to having the caps and being able to sit back and force GNX to push them. And CSPS is also winning the trading war, so you can see Rubber Duckies is really shot up, and that is going to help them, I think.
Yeah, he's down to 45%. Yeah, that's let's see over here.
So I think GNX is going to have to make something happen here. They're going to have to pick off a mech out of position, but I'm not seeing anything obvious that they're going to be able to do here with the way this match is playing out.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. maybe if they come around this corner with the Bounty Hunter 2, the XE, and the Wolfpack mechs, maybe they can turn that to their advantage. But so far, it's just kind of a slow war of attrition.
You've got Firestarter and the Viper, Chump and Deathly Eyes moving off to the side now towards Theta.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to get that, though, with Buster overlooking that with the ZR Large. Yeah, I mean, he's getting some scratch shots in on them, and it's a full cap, so I'm not sure. Although they're decapping
They're
it.
trying to, yep, 3 of them are on it. Oops.
Strike coming in on them.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
They took it. Just
go
enough.
back to Nate. Nate is... He could get jumped here by Guppy, or he could jump Guppy. We'll see. Over at
yep, there we go. Yep.
Castligan.
Yep. Nate's waiting for him. Oh, no, he turned around.
Oh, he must know he's there, though, because he must have seen those shots, I would think. And now he's just getting tickled by...
there you go. Yeah, I think Elemental just caught it, and now Nate's going to follow Elemental down. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Guppy, there's Guppy.
Probably going to be the first death of the match.
Oh.
Oh, he's masking through his legs a little bit, or did earlier. I'm not sure which.
He's making a run for it, though.
And
getting
the
a
thing
few more
about the
shots.
Black Laner, you can just run out of just about anything. So he's halved, but he makes it away. And now GNX looks like they might want to take this fight, but I don't think it's a great matchup for them.
Strike not quite going to get all the way over there. Simple Yukio in 8008 might take a little bit from it, but... Oh, nope.
Ooh, 8008 took a huge
he
hit.
did. Wow. Yeah, that hurt.
He probably got saved by RNG there, that it didn't hit his side torso harder than it did. Because if he's XL, he'd be down.
Right.
They have resource point Gamma.
All right, here we go. They're about to get a little run in here
There's
to
still
just push
a
in.
3 cap for CSPS, but GNX just flipped Theta.
The jump is getting them spun around. There comes the rest of CSPS. Doing the push. There we go. He was first one to drop.
Great goes down. Simple Yukio as well.
Oh, and 8008.
So that's a big snowball right there. Really looking good for CSPS. They're up on caps. They have 3 caps, and they're up 3 kills. And
yeah.
Dr. Guppy, is going to get away. Black Laner almost always gets away.
He's met up with Sailor Jerry, who's missing an arm at least. He's smoking a bit.
Yondu goes down. He had moved up very aggressively, I think, to get lines on Buster. Buster's pretty shot up at this point, though. One side torso almost gone. And he just overheated himself and shut down.
Oops.
I probably needed to shut down there, though. GNX going to flip Sigma, but I don't think that's going to be enough, especially with CSPS flipping Theta right now.
Sailor Jerry just went down.
Elemental just wedging that flea as far under the cap point as possible. Yeah, this is going to go to CSPS. It's just a question of how long it takes and how many more mechs go down, I think.
Right.
Dr. Guppy moving up aggressively towards Theta, but I mean, there's no way he's going to win the fight against the 3 mechs that are here.
Yeah. Yeah, Dionair and Nate are all sitting over here. No, there you go. On caps. Alrighty, let me get the match idea for this, throw it up there, and we'll pull up the stat sheet. Or try to here. Let's see. Publish. All right, that's good. And there you go. There's your stat sheet for this.
So some really good damage numbers coming out of CSPS. over 500 damage from Near, Nyan, Nate, and Dio. 3 kills from Nate in that Crusader, 1 from Nyan. And then on the other side, 680 from Buster in that Blood Asp and a kill, the 1 kill for GNX, and 424 from Simple Yukio. Looks like James in that flea was on pure cap duty, 0 damage, but 142 cap time, almost all the cap time done by GNX players. But it just wasn't enough.
And look at Rubber Ducky was running off of just a thread left of Rubber's mech there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stand by for a side. Oh, nope, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, no side switch. We just switched to Grim.
Yeah, no stuff on that. Okay. Sorry, my drink was sitting on my note sheet for that.
That's okay. That's why we double check.
Right? I looked like, oh, wait, nope, boom. All righty. So do you want to pull up a map strat for Grim?
Sure, yeah. Let's take a look at it.
All right, let's see here. The right button. Go. Perfect.
Yeah, so I think we've only seen CSPS play this from... Actually, I think it was from this side. And they brought, I believe, a Warhawk Prime, a Stalker 5S, so that's ER large, Warhawks ER PPCs, Summoner with ER peeps, a Skull, which is the Orion 2C hero, and I think that was quad LPL, the Crusader 6T, and I don't remember which version of that it was. I think it was that kind of laser vomit thing, the medium laser, small laser one that I've seen them bring. And then, Wolfpack mechs. And they moved kind of towards the EPSI side of Theta. And I believe they had their traders on Hamburger Hill to start, but then had to move them because of the way the match played out. So I think the triangle they were controlling was Sigma, Theta, EPSI throughout that. So we may see them try and do that again today. But it's hard to say. So that would look something like, them. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Okay. That's what happens when you don't use these often enough, I guess. So have them put their, tradie mechs up here. So probably spawning them in Bravo, moving them up here. Typically, a team will spawn something in Sigma or in Charlie, and it'll go Sigma to EPSI. And then you will have, they, I think, had their other mechs go to like Fox 7. And they may have also been kind of on this side of Theta as well. And then just responded to how the match played out. For GNX, what did we see them do? I believe we've seen them play Grim. Yeah, we have, but it was from this same side that CSPS has played. And... they love their ER large, so I think they brought a ER large Mad 2C, ER large Blood Asp, and then Laser Vomit Timber. So I would expect we'll probably see fairly similar mechs from them, but they will likely set them up in different areas than we've seen before. So more likely, I would think, they'll have somebody grab Gamma and then hopefully contest to EPSI. And then I think there's a good chance they'll set some up in like Hotel 6 and maybe like Gulf 7. Some of their trading mechs. I don't remember what they did with their laser vomit though, so we're just going to have to see. They may have made also like that EPSI side play that seems to be happening a lot in this tournament on Grim. But I don't expect Brawl. We've seen actually kind of a surprising amount of Brawl on Grim.
We have.
From the Brawl heavy teams, but I don't think we'll see that here. I could be surprised, but...
And Team 1's locked in.
Excellent.
And looking at their lance choices, Alpha and Charlie.
Yeah, so
maybe
for Team 1, they could, and this is popular with some teams, they might try and pull off a gank at Kappa.
Yeah.
And so what they might do is they might so not actually take that path, but do something like go up and like kind of hide in here or hide in here. And then if they see somebody on Kappa, I think you actually have to be in this one, then you just jump them and try and pick off a mech. And if it doesn't work out, well, you own Kappa usually, and you can either decide to like continue and play aggressive there, or you can kind of come back around. I don't remember the safest path that's out of line of Hamburger, but you just kind of roll back to the rest of your team. So the biggest risk there, I think, is if the other team tries to rush you.
Yeah.
And then you're split.
All right, folks, let's switch back over to the lobby view here. Team 2 is almost all green, ready to.
Yep, they're taking longer than last time, though. It might be like twice as long.
Oh.
They took all of like 40 seconds last match.
Almost there. G2 and Alpha, 2 and Charlie and Norris and Bravo. They're locked in.
Excellent.
Here we go. All right, second drop of the night, folks. Grim Plexus. What's here? Reading some of the funny little things people are saying in chat. It's nice to see Nate finally found a team that lets him play. Interesting.
I think Nate was away from the game for a while at one point.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know all the details though. I don't know.
All right, and we're dropping in the mech already. I'm going to be in Buster Machine's mech. Let's see what we got going on here.
Reactor.
All right, he's in the Timberwolf Prime with ER medium lasers and a couple large pulse lasers. 8008 the Blood Asp with ER large lasers. Huey in a Stalker with ER large and ER mediums. James in the Flea 17 with small pulse lasers and a small laser. Dr. Guppy in the Black Lantern with a couple of ER PPCs. Simple Yukio in the Viper with machine guns and small pulse lasers. Rubber Deckies in the Charger with small lasers. And then Lionel Luther in the Firestarter with small lasers and a couple snub nose. What do we got over there?
Nate in a Crusader 6T, 11 smalls, 3 ER large. Deathly in a Jenner 2C2 with 4 heavy mediums. Nyan in a 6 ER large Stalker 5S. Yondu in the 4 ER Peep Warhawk Prime. Dio in that Skull with 4 LPLs. Near in a Hellfire 2 with 4 ER Meads, 2 heavy large. Chump in a Viper C with 4 ER Meads, 8 LMGs. Oh, and we have some action at Kappa.
Yeah, very briefly, Elemental was going to come in, but then Simple Yukio and Lionel showed up, and Elemental was like, PDD backed off.
Yeah, and he's in that Incubus 5 with 3 medium pulses, 4 LMGs, and I think he probably just saw the cap ticking and was like, nope.
Yeah.
I am all alone. That is not a fight that I need to take.
And over on the other side at Epsi, we got James.
Took Epsi, but got driven off pretty quickly.
Yeah, we got Deathly and Near coming in to take it over.
Dr. Guppy gets a back shot on Chump. Or Chump.
Chump, yep. Oh, and Chump just took a hit. He's down 84 already. Strike dropping on
He's
FC.
Got to be careful. Oh, Deathly just walked right into that strike, but hasn't really paid for it. He's paying for standing in the open, though. So it's looking a little bit messy. Oh, Lamental is going to get jumped right now on Kappa.
Yep. Speed.
Yukio is running in on him. Lamental's got to run, but he's going to get cut off by Lionel in that Firestarter. So I think Lamental shouldn't escape this. Like, there's no way he should survive here.
Depends where he goes. Yeah, here comes
no,
Lionel.
He's got no way out. He's not going to win the fight, and he's going to get pinched.
There we go.
So he's got to be telling his team they need to make
he's
something
lagged.
happen.
Lamental's lagged.
He's gone.
And Elemental goes
It's
down.
a big pick for GNX.
That hurts. Yes.
Because now, like, CSPS is not going to realistically be able to contest Kappa this match, I don't think. They are going to start neutralizing Gamma and taking that, so they will get their 3 cap, but they're down 1, and they're going to have to make something happen here, I think, which they're pushing across to gas station, pushing Huey the
Huey
Great and
bombed,
his
yeah.
stalker.
Huey's not. I don't know. Huey's pretty hurt.
Yeah,
James.
nothing's open yet.
Yet.
Now CT's open. He's
Yep.
going to drop pretty soon.
Okay,
Okay, he
oh,
drops.
Huey blew up.
But Chump needs to be careful. He's pretty shot up. His legs are both open. He could go down fast here as well. He needs to cycle out. He's legged,
Yep.
gets legged, I think, by Lionel, and gets killed.
Oh, what's happening with Nate here? Nate's getting focused.
Yeah, he's almost legged as well. He's
Redirections.
legged.
Yep.
He goes down. Simple Yukio, I think, is about to go down as well. Yep. And now James and the Flea is just going to run away. Dio, both legs open, so he's in pretty bad shape as well, and he just keeps standing in the open here.
Oh,
and he goes down.
Deal shot. Yep.
This is looking really good for GNX. I don't see how they lose this, to be honest.
Near gonna.
I
Near
don't see Near getting away from this either, and he's legged.
Leg getting dead. Yeah, it's like as soon as one leg goes, the other one just pops instantly. They're really good, doing a good job focusing.
Yandu is next up.
Yandu are dead.
One side
Deathly.
torso open. He's going to lose that in a second and be Christ.
Yep, Deathly's down. Over here and check it out.
Yep, Yandu is halved, so he's got very little dissipation now.
Oh, there goes Neander,
Nine goes
and
down. Yeah, that's it.
boom.
Well played by GNX. That pick in the beginning was great.
Yeah, getting Elemental out was not good for them.
Yeah, I think the smart move for CSPS probably would have been to just give up Kappa at that point. Just cycle him back and decide, either you're going to control Theta, Sigma, Epsi, which I think GNX had already grabbed Theta at that point, so I don't think Theta was realistic, or Sigma, Epsi, Gamma, which it's going to be really difficult to hold, but at least that could keep you in the game until you can get up on kills or something.
Right.
We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefits.
Alrighty, so second drop going to GNX. We're now 1-1. All right.
Yeah, that was a good match from GNX right there.
All right. Stats published here. Bam.
And so for GNX, pretty similar damages across the board, all of them between 298 and 488. Standouts being Guppy with a kill in 434, James with 3 kills, 2 kills from Duckies and 488 damage, 458 from Buster, 2 kills from Simple Yukio. And then on the other side, 535 from Nyan, 545 from Yandu, kill from Near, but not a lot of damage from the other players. 312 from Dio, 290 from Near. Just not enough from the team as a whole.
Right. Okay, let's okay, we're doing a side swap now, going into the third drop, which will be mining, but let me get the side swap done first.
Yep.
And the side swap is good. Okay, switching over to mining. There it is. All right, we are set for the next drop.
All right. I think we've seen both of these teams play mining this tournament. Let's see.
Go ahead, Master Strat is up.
Oh, actually, no, we may not have seen. I don't think we've seen CSPS play mining, unless I missed it when I was looking back through their drops.
Oh.
We have seen GNX play it. It was back when they played ABIN, and they brought a Supernova 1 and put it like kind of on the back wall. Let me get the map strat up.
Oh yeah, that was that. That was the round 2.
Yeah, and they put him like up here somewhere, I think.
Right.
I think it was from Team 2 side. But either way, I mean, you can kind of go up on either side. It might have actually been Team 1. But anyway, they put him up on the back wall. They also brought a Stalker 7D, a Nightgear H. No, they were on this side because they put the Nightgear up here from Bravo. They had a quick draw, which I believe was like somewhere over here. Could have come from Charlie, though. And then their Wolfpack, and they just kind of got rolled in that match, to be honest. ABIN just kind of ran into them with, I think it was like aggressive laser vomit, and they just didn't get the damage in on the approach that they
And
needed to.
They did the death ball move.
Yeah.
But, wow, Team 1's locked in already.
So I'm curious if they're going to try and do the same thing again, and if they're going to have better results. I'm a little skeptical of putting that ER large mech in the way back, just because you're standing in the open. It can work though, and I would expect they would certainly want to like take Epsi and contest or take Theta, probably with mechs from Charlie actually. And they would want to take Sigma as well. From the other side, so for CSPS, I would imagine that they will also want to take, their home caps, of course, contest Theta from Charlie. Very often, you can actually try and get some like free damage from pop tarting over Theta here, if the other team actually goes to take Theta. Or you can put mechs up here in like Echo 4 high ground. And given they like to trade, I would expect that they will put some mechs up on Cupcakes over here in Delta 3. So we'll see. I imagine like the CSPS, they seem to like to Pop Tart. So I kind of expect a lot of Pop Tarts from them. And I also think that might counter GNX really well, because GNX likes their like big, heavy, slow traders like the Supernova and the Blood Asp. So
It'll also give them early eyes on what's going on. What's going on.
Yeah, just jumping up and seeing like what's coming down, the Charlie line or what's coming down the Echo line can be really helpful.
Very. All right, I'm gonna switch back over to lobby view here.
And just in general, like bring JJs to this map.
Right? There's a few maps where
so
jump
much
jets.
verticality.
Oh yeah. So many scenarios where jump jets just they can save a life.
Yeah, or allow you to like farm the ground-bound mechs below you.
Right.
So yeah, like I wouldn't be too surprised if they brought that Grasshopper 5P that they seem to like. They've gotten some good results from it, but I don't know if it's something they would consider for mining.
It's one of the ones we used. Last year for the last ISC. No. I know we had them in one of our drop decks. We had a bunch of grasshoppers. They work well.
Yeah.
We used a lot. We used a lot of them in quick play too. So. And you're green. We're just waiting for them to do the lock call.
Yeah, I mean technically they got time. So
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'm making a change, or not. Maybe.
Maybe a change of mech.
Maybe.
Something tonnage. I don't know.
So both are rocking 480 on the dot. So.
Yeah, it looks like CSPS is heavy in Charlie, which is interesting, especially like Yondu tends to be one of their traders, and he's in Charlie, and Charlie's often where you put like Wolfpack mechs to run to Theta.
Right.
But maybe he'll be setting up Echo 3, Echo 4. There are some spots there that he might want to get to from Charlie.
Yeah, both sides are putting 2 in Alpha and Bravo, and then full Lance and Charlie.
Yeah, I would almost bet that like Nier is going to be in a summoner. Or I don't know. You could also see like a Highlander 2C with 4 ER peeps, or something like that. And there are a lot of Pop Tarts you could bring. It looks though like GNX has a similar idea, although we might see like Buster. Oh, they're locked. Excellent. Buster is one of their trading players usually, so maybe Buster's going to go to the back line there. That's kind of what I might expect from him in that Lance.
Oh. There we go. Oh. Now they're all in Charlie and Bravo for the CSPS side. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I'm in Deathly's mech for start this off. Try to get through this quick because it's a smaller map. All right, Firestarter with small lasers. Dio and Orion with large pulse lasers. Chump and the Viper with heavy machine guns and heavy smalls. Nate and the Crusader 6T with small lasers and PRPPCs. Near and the Stalker with large pulse lasers and ER mediums. Neander and then Marauder 2C with heavy large lasers and some ER medium lasers. Elemental and the Mist Lynx with heavy machine guns and ER micros. Yondu in the Warhammer with quad snub nose.
All right, and so for GNX, we've got Guppy in the ERPPC Black Lantern, Lionel Luther in the 2 snub 6 small Firestarter 9A, Simple Yukio in a Phoenix Hawk 7S, and I can't actually get in to get his build. There we go. 2 snub 5 small. James in a Flea 17 as per usual. 8008 in a Summoner G with 3 ER large, 4 ER micros. Buster on the back wall with 6 ER large and an ER mead. And then Huey on a different part of the back wall in a Stalker 5S with 6 ER large. So they are full committing to this back wall.
That long range. Yeah, there you go. James did get up and did take Theta. So that is already on their side.
And I missed Duckies actually with the 2 Goss ERPPC Nigeria H.
All right.
For GNX.
CSPS is doing the train mode here. Went to leading it.
Yep, they are rushing straight toward. It looks like, who is that again? Huey.
Oh.
Who's got quite long sight lines on them. So I don't really like this rush, but they could grab Sigma, I guess.
Yeah, they're trying to decide what to do here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Deathly, the Mental, into Chump. Now just Deathly into Chump. Going up against
Deathly's
Huey.
leg is open already, which is bad news.
These two gotta get Huey down quick. There we go. There's
okay,
Huey goes
Huey's
down.
down. But they've been taking shots from the Summoner this whole time.
Yep. Yondu getting hit by Simple Yukio and James. Running, just popping around the corner. Elemental comes in to push James away.
Oh, one of James's legs is open, so he could get legged pretty quick here.
Oh
wait, no, it's not. I don't know why it showed that way.
It's a feature.
Yeah, I'm
Yondu,
sure.
Yondu just down. He legged him out quick.
James is legged. He's going to go down.
Dead.
He's dead. So slight mech advantage for CSPS right now, and just kind of a scrum here in the tunnels.
Oh, see if I can get that good view down here. Let's see. Oh, there you go.
They're going to try and get Lionel down now.
There's 4 of them in there. They should have no reason. No reason they shouldn't.
Goes down. I'm actually surprised they didn't kill one of their own in there.
That's
a little crowded.
Little team damage. We'll just check out those numbers.
DeChump is on 8008, and the Summoner CT is open. He's one shot. He goes down.
Oh,
So this is starting to look good for CSPS, but they're still behind on cap points. Well, the ticks themselves.
oh, there goes Simple and Buster.
A lot of badly damaged mechs, and this is kind of an environment where that Nightcheer, or not Nightcheer, the Black Laner could be really effective, because it's going to be hard to pin down. It's so fast, and like Lamental is, I don't know how he's still alive. He should be gone. He's just been in.
Hey, 27% is still more than 0, so he's all right. All right, so Rubber and Guppy are coming up on Theta now.
Yeah, I would see if
Dio
I could get
got
Lamental
hit.
to Epsy, I guess, to just cap that, because he's not going to be useful in a fight. DeChump tickled Guppy and is now running away because he's so badly hurt.
There a lot of them are, but they've got to...
They've got to get Nier in here. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep Guppy near Theta so Nier can get a good shot on him, because he's not going to chase him down himself.
Right.
And he comes up, almost halves the Black Lantern, but it's not the half with the guns. Oh, he is halved. He's got no guns. So CSPS,
there you go.
I think, should be able to
getting
take
the
this.
kill. Nicely done.
That Nightcheer is almost halved, and they're just going to dive him.
Oh,
He gets Dio
getting
down, but he's one shot everywhere. He can't take the Stalker. Might not be able to take this
Viper.
Viper.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Nope,
and
blew himself
Ducky
up.
self-destructs. Wow.
Alrighty. Second win.
That was a mess.
Second win going to CSPS. Got these numbers. Publish that.
All right, so for CSPS, DeChump, 623 out of that Viper, somehow survived despite leading the charge and got 2 kills. Kill from Nate, kill from Deathly, a kill and 545 from Nier, a kill and 415 from Nyan, 434 from Dio. Just good damage overall for the team. For GNX, you've got Duckies doing 737 and a kill in that Nightcheer. A kill in 493 from Buster, 416 from Simple Yukio, but overall they just didn't get enough damage down. Huey, I mean, he got NSR'd, right? So he only did 180, but did 184. I mean, he could have done less,
right?
Gone down faster. So,
alrighty,
that's not the favored role.
Yep.
In a comp match to be the first mech jumped.
All right, folks, we're doing another side swap here. Give me just a moment.
Yep, and then we'll be going to Ruby for a potential decider. If CSPS wins the next one, then they will go through and GNX will lose. If GNX wins, then we'll be going to drop 5.
Alrighty, side swap done, maps changed, and my score sheet is updated. Good to go. All right, we want to pull up Rubelite here. Let's see.
All right, and on this one, I'm certain that we've seen both of these teams play it. So let me just look back through to see what they did. So I think CSPS played it from the other side, but what they did, you could probably do from the Team 2 side, more or less. They brought, Warhawk Prime. They love that mech from the looks of it. Stalker 5S, Summoner, Arrival, Mad Cat 2, one with ER Large and Goss. Another time they played it, because I think they've actually played it a couple times, they brought a Mad 2C which I think was ER large for this one, Warhawk Prime, a Timber, and a Sunspider D. And for that particular drop, they basically moved through this left side underneath to get their kind of laser vomit and stuff in range, and then just were like quite aggressive. And I think they may have had some mechs up high. I don't actually know as much what they did with the other drop. I don't. It looks like I didn't take a note of that, unfortunately. But GNX, they played it from this side, I believe. Um, well, they were also playing against a brawl team, and they basically, I think, set up on the high ground with UAC 2 Mauler, Sunspider D, Annie with AC5s and Light Peeps, and then there were Wolfpack, um, and shot them up. So we'll see if they do anything similar. I think when GNX played, oops, I just lost my tab. When they
Oh.
played ABI, I think they actually set up, I believe it was at Kappa, but let me see if I wrote it down. No, it was near Epsi. So I think they set up, and it was from the Team 2 side. So I don't know. They might have to do it from like Team 1 if they want to do this. But they set up kind of in the shadow where they couldn't be seen, waited for the cap to tick, and then popped out and tried to jump mechs. And they did that with like most of their team. I don't think that'll work as well from this side, just because um, I don't think that's as advantageous a position as like the Epsi side area, Gulf 6 that they used from the other side. But we'll see. They might have some other plan to try and do something like that. They obviously like to try and go for that gank. Um, and it might even just be like, okay, they send their Wolfpack to Kappa to do that. They put their trading mechs up high, right? And do their regular trading thing. Maybe send James to grab Theta. So that might be something they would do, like Blood Asp, Supernova, up in like Echo 4, doing that kind of thing.
All right.
Uh,
oh, Team 1's ready. Right away, we can see, yep, they're doing the Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, so I bet that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and get a gank at Kappa and do kind of their standard tradey thing from the other side. Let's see if that makes sense with the players they have in those. Well, Franken and Buster are usually in bigs. They're usually in assaults, I think. So maybe if they're bringing like Charger, Mad 2C, or Gargoyle, something like that, maybe they're going to try and bring faster bigs to Charlie 5 to help with that gank. I'm not sure. Because you wouldn't put them in alpha to try and get them to the high ground to
Right.
snipe usually. I mean, I guess maybe if you want them to like come up here, but you would normally put like a Pop Tart up there. For the other side, I think they're going to have a pretty aggressive wolf pack, maybe with support from some heavies like a Crusader or maybe a Laser Vomit Timber. Might be kind of underneath the platform over here, and they'll probably try and get some early damage near Theta. And I would really expect that they'd put maybe a Pop Tart over on each side as well, up high on the platforms. There's not as much room to trade from some of the spots in Echo 7 on Ruby, but you can kind of trade from more like the south side of it, so they might use that.
Alrighty. Well, here we go. We're gonna switch over to the lobby because we're three and a half, and 2 left to ready up.
Yep.
All right. So CSPS currently ahead by 1 win. They've gotten 2 out of the 3. If this one goes to GNX, we'll go to our 5th drop. Maybe.
Yeah.
I like the back and forth. It gets interesting.
Yeah, makes it more exciting than if it was like a 3-0 or something like that, which
Very much.
those can be fun in a certain way to watch, but yeah, it's a lot more interesting when both teams are really fighting for it, really in kind of the the game.
This is when it comes down to the wire. Yes.
Yeah. I'm now noticing I didn't write anything about Epsi, but I'm sure somebody will go cap that. Maybe that'll be what James does after he grabs Theta or
Yeah.
tries to grab Theta.
There's a couple lance swaps there. Let's see.
Bravo Charlie from CSPS right now.
They made a change after Team 1 went Alpha Charlie. Huh.
Well, I mean, that kind of tracks. I don't think they've usually sent something to Epsi immediately. So they could be either trying to surprise GNX at Kappa and gank some of the mechs there, or maybe they just are going to be using kind of central terrain.
Alrighty, folks, and they are ready. So we're getting into our 4th drop of the night. Here we go. Well, apparently MW League says 3 has not been updated. We've been using MW League 3 for the tournament standings. So if that's not updating, that might be bad. That'll get taken care of.
I see somebody commented on my use of NSR. I didn't mean that to be disparaging to CSPS. I think they played that really well. That's just a term for me. I don't use it in a negative way. I'm very happy to see teams brawl rush and do it with success, and I've certainly done it a few times.
Oh, there you go. All right, folks, here we go. I'm in Lionel's mech. He's in a fire starter with small pulse lasers. Huey in Annihilator with 5 ER large. Nice. Dr. Guppy in the Black Lantern with light machine guns and ER mediums. James in the Piranha with machine guns and heavy smalls. Rubber Duckies in the Stalker with ER large lasers. Franken in the Sun Spider with UAC 2s. Buster in the Timberwolf with ER mediums, large pulse lasers. And then Simple Yukio in the Viper with machine guns and small pulse lasers. What do we got over there?
We've got Deathly in a Firestarter 9A with 8 smalls, a Viper F from DeChump with 8 heavy MGs, 5 heavy smalls, Lamental in a Mislinks G with 8 heavy MGs, 4 ER micros, Dio in a Sunspider D running 4 UAC 2s, Nyan in a Mad 2C with 6 ER Meads, 2 LPLs, Near in a Timber C with 4 ER Meads and ER large and 2 heavy larges, Yondu in that 4 ER Peep Warhawk Prime, and then Nate in that Crusader 60 with 3 ER large and 11 smalls.
Now, Simple Yukio is getting charged by Chump, Deathly, and Lamental right now. We're trying to contest Theta.
Yeah, CSPS is being super aggressive, and now they're trying to back off so they don't get shot by those traitors as they get into position. And I like this aggressive laser vomit. They're just running straight at them.
Yep.
Nyan about to peek, slap Stuckies. I think this is going to be bad for GNX because didn't they bring they brought ER large, right?
Yep.
So now they're not going to be able to use that range. They're going to be pushed by all these mechs. Huey is getting just slammed into his Annie right now.
Down to 66 already, 61, 59.
Both side torsos open, halved. He's going to go down any second.
Yep, 3-on-1. Get one more good shot.
Okay, finally goes down.
There he goes.
And now James in that Piranha is trying to jump into the back of the CSPS charge.
Nate getting hit by back.
Away.
Yeah.
Nate does get away. Still has his legs. Simple Yukio goes down. Yondu, I thought was getting pushed, but then
Guppy just got legged. Yep,
and Guppy goes down.
Yep.
So looking like a CSPS win so far, but we'll see if GNX can pull it back around.
All right, Near and Neander going around for Buster. Buster taking out Dio, though.
Yeah, he got slammed by Nyan and Near, though, at the same time. Same torso.
Yep.
He's halved. CT's open.
Oh,
Oh, James
went
goes
down.
down. Buster
Buster
goes down. Duckies is going to drop down, but then he's going to show his back to Yondu and get smacked. Yondu might go down here. He's getting shot by 2. He's halved. Franken goes down to Nyan. Oh, Lamental goes down. Got hit
Whoop.
by Duckies.
Lionel
Near.
goes down.
Oh, yep. So
Yep,
that's
that's
it.
it.
You just have to cap. I like that aggressive
That was-
move by CSPS.
That was for Mova. Mental.
Let's call it a skill rush, huh?
There you go.
Yeah, so GNX, let me think about, I think they take 8th at this point. I believe KDCM takes 7th, although we'll have to confirm all that. And CSPS will play RJF tomorrow. And let me get the time on that.
12 o'clock Pacific time, so noon, which would be 3 p.m. Eastern. Well, don't quote me on any of that because we have the time change tomorrow too. So
Yeah, it's going to be at 2000 UTC tomorrow.
there you go. All right, let me get the lobby ID, or the match ID posted there.
All right, and so for CSPS, 559 from Yondu and that Warhawk, 457 and a kill from Nyan, 479 from Dio, 315 and 2 kills from Near, 366 and 2 from DeChump, 358 and 3 from Deathly. All like pretty good damage spread across the board from CSPS, lots of damage going down range. Not so much from GNX. Nobody broke 400. A lot of players under 3. 1 kill from Buster, 1 from Duckies.
There you go. All righty. Well, that's that, folks. CSPS will move forward, going up against Russian Clan Jade Falcon tomorrow. And yeah, see how that one goes.
Yeah, it should be an exciting match. I mean, we just saw how aggressive CSPS likes to play. RJF also historically plays super aggressively. So should be a fun match tomorrow. Make sure to catch it. We'll announce it as usual, ping people.
Exactly. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Rower, you as well, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. See ya, Starwolf.
Good night, everybody.